Mark out Mania. It's not Mark out Mania. The Saturday morning with James, Zeus, and Pedro. It's our annual Shark Show. We talk Shark Week and movies. It's time to mark out now. Mark out Mania. Mark out Mania. Mark out Mania. Starts right now.
Woo!
Nice.
Yes.
Good job. Mark out.
Hey, hola everyone, and welcome to the Mark Out Mania.
Yeah. Ooh, good stuff. Good job, Pedro. Good job.
Oh, thank you. Hey, first off, before we get into anything, I want to apologize that was not able to do Summer Chill last night as had planned because my computer died and it was all pre-recorded on there.
As opposed to people dying in the songs, the actual computer died.
Yeah, I know. Exactly. But hoping to recover that stuff in the future. So who knows, in the future you could have it could reappear. But sorry about all that. But how's everyone doing?
Doing pretty good.
Pretty good. Can't complain. Hanging in there. Tony Stark in it.
I might have to borrow the arm off your armor there, Tony.
Yeah, I see that. No problem, bro. I got you. They're like killing you with this thing, Zeus. What the hell?
Yeah. It'll get better eventually. That's all I got to say.
All three of us make up only one good body.
There's nothing wrong with Pedro, though.
Well,
my brain not so good.
I mean, nothing we can fix.
Yeah. Oh man.
That we know of. Yeah. I do have a bad back and a bad left knee, but otherwise, yeah.
Wow, all of us are a wreck. Brutal. Oh, Zeus, even before we get into it, that was an awesome thing with me riding the shark, but a Mark Out Mania card.
Yeah.
That was hot. That was a good graphic. I'm like, that fucker used my hospital picture. That's awesome.
Yeah, you got the nose hoses and
yeah, I got the hoses, so it's actually perfect. Yeah, I got the oxygen in.
That Pizzap program I use to make the thumbnails and things. When I use that, it's a lot simpler than something like Photoshop.
Yeah,
it gets the job done. It's like having crayons instead of colored pencils. And so, but it does some things that are really nice. Like it saves like the cutouts. So. That was a cutout I used of your head from the Ninja episode 1.
Ah, nice, good job.
So I have all of our. It saved all of our cutouts faces, and so I was able to, when I found that picture of somebody riding a shark, that dude riding that tiger. I'm assuming that tiger is dead.
Yeah. Otherwise, he'd be lunch.
Yeah. But I was like, James's face almost fits that perfectly. I tried to put a scuba mask over your face, over your eyes, but you couldn't tell. I was like, well, it wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter after that. So.
No, but it was good. I was cracking off because it took me a minute to notice that was me. I was like, oh shit. But that was funny. Good job.
So
that's one good thing about Shark Week. About a bad thing about Shark Week is Shark Week is a bit disappointing this week, isn't it?
It's been a lot of technical, really kind of mundane type of shark research videos.
They have it on now, actually.
Yeah, me too.
I mean,
there's a shark eating like a whale blubber.
Yeah, fat bastard. Look at him.
Oh, this is that. See, this is old. This is
Yeah, it's 2001, I think.
yeah. This is where that guy was talking about how they they think that sharks may engorge themselves on whale carcasses and then go mate afterwards.
Yeah, that's right, Zeus. That's right. Yep. The one good show I found though was the one about the great hammerheads off the Florida Keys.
Oh,
That was
nice.
actually pretty cool because this fucker was in the water with a 20-foot great hammerhead. I mean, this thing was huge. And he's sitting there, he's trying to take a DNA sample. He's in the water with the fucking hammerhead. I'm like, you gotta be shitting me.
I mean,
I'm like, no way, man.
hammerhead attacks on humans are pretty rare, but they're very capable of doing it if they wanted to.
Yeah, like don't fuck with me, do it. Like don't, like here's a bite just for you to get away, I mean, he's trying to take a DNA sample. He's got a pole with a knife in. I'm like, you crazy. And then diving in this murky water of the old version of the 7-year bridge, of the 7-mile bridge, excuse me. And it's old. It's all been, it's got like shipwrecks down there and everything. And it's dark and they can't see shit. All you see is a shadow of a big beast coming swimming at them as a huge, like 17-foot hammerhead. And I'm like, dude, get the hell out of there, man. What the hell are you doing? He's like, oh, this is wonderful. I'm like, no, you're an idiot. Get out of there.
I tell you, that's always going to be people's undoing with sharks is like we saw. Do you remember that guy that he was a shark researcher. He has like black hair and mustache and beard, and he was like swimming with bull sharks at night and feeding them.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah. I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, and he was like, all I have to do is lower my heart rate and I will be fine, and I'm like, no, you're just, it's just by the grace of God that they're just going after the damn fish because they're easier.
Yeah, exactly.
And then that next year it was, Nigel Marvin was hosting when they were they were in the water with bull sharks up to their chest, feeding, and he's like, "This is amazing! I can't believe we're not being eaten." And then the next thing they're dragging the shark researcher off and bites the whole back of his calf off his leg.
Yeah.
Well, speaking about that, about the show Mike Tyson versus Jaws. You see Mike Tyson talking to the guy. He's got no arm and no leg.
Yeah.
I'm not getting in the water. What the hell's wrong with you?
When probably one of my favorite scenes from that was when he's introduced to that guy, and he's told this is going to be his trainer. He's like, "This guy's my trainer." Like,
It's like training boxing with a guy who's got like a fucking backwards nose because he's getting punched in the face so many times.
Yeah, Jesus! You see the looks on Tyson's face? He was like, and then I was like, "Yo, Mike, I'm right with you, man. Hell yeah!" I'm like, I'm getting in the water with this guy. This guy's got bad luck.
It's like this is terrible.
That first time he was in the cage, and he's like, "What the fuck am I doing? I'm fucking stupid." He's like, "I'm stupid for doing this." He was like saying it like matter of factly, like, "I'm stupid." For doing this. That was awesome.
I mean, that's a great thing about Mike is he does say what he means. He doesn't dance around things. It in brain out mouth. It's like Charles Barkley,
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I thought he was going to throw up in his mask on the water because he looked like he was hyperventilating. He looked like he was all like so nervous. Then he's pushing away these sharks, and I'm like Mike, this is not Buster Douglas, okay? You can't just shove him in the face. Easy.
But, it didn't work out so good with Buster Douglas either.
No, it didn't. Brutal. That was unbelievable.
But
no, I'm sorry, guys.
Oh no, I was just gonna say. I mean, it's just been like I said, I just feel like it's I've seen a lot of it this week, and the footage is beautiful.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
the camera
stunning.
work is done.
Yeah.
Stunning.
You know, I've just been doing a lot of things, and so it's just, you know, it just hasn't been too many outstanding programs. But I will say this: I will take, you know, and I'll rewatch. I'll probably, you know, binge watch this tomorrow when they show them all together, in a marathon like they usually do. But I would rather have this than the years where it was all, you know, fake mockumentaries about
Oh
you
yeah,
know,
I can't stand
Megalodon.
that.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah, yeah,
Megalodon stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, I am glad they didn't do a Megalodon bullshit this year.
Yeah, I think I think the Meg is, you know, Megalodon to everybody out.
Yeah. I do like the footage from the drones because the way they show the shark breaching, that looks
Yeah.
hot from the drones. I'm like, wow, it's like right in your face. Like, look at this,
The
you know?
well, I can't remember the name of the special this week, but the one where everyone was doing a competition to capture the most outrageous breach
Oh, the
footage.
breach. Yeah, that was Air Jaws. Yeah.
Yeah, like the footage was awesome of all the breaches. The breach footage was awesome. The whole idea of these three people doing these which one of us gonna get the best shot? Oh, who got the most shots? Oh, like that was
And the woman was like, yeah, exactly, Pedro. Then the woman was like, I had a bad day. I'm like, no, a bad day would have been if you got eaten by the shark. Okay, you're actually lucky. So shut up.
turning it into like a reality TV game was like, no, like don't do that. Like,
because, you know, they already did that one show where it was, you know, where the guy was on the quest to see if all great whites breached.
right.
You know, once again, that one was 10 years old. You know, where he went to, you know, they went from South Africa to Australia to San Francisco, you know, to see if all great whites would breach if, you know, the opportunity presented itself.
Right.
So, and then I was just telling my girlfriend Heather, she doesn't like sharks.
What?
No, she does not like sharks, and so I was telling her about the Air Jaws, the Hunted from a couple years ago, where the orcas were hunting the dam.
Yeah.
That to me, that may be the best single Shark Week show ever, other than maybe the first Air Jaws when it came out.
Yeah, the first Air Jaws was like, whoa, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the one you're talking about, Zeus, was good. Yeah, man. The one with the orcas, yeah, that's a really good show, man. I missed that one. I haven't seen that one in a long time. I miss seeing that.
I mean, that was just so good, you know. And it's like it scared them away for, you know, almost 2 years. I mean, they had to move down the coastline, you know, because they were scared the damn you know, orcas were going to come back, and the orcas left, never been seen since.
But do you know what I think is even more disappointing? The fact that Sci-Fi Channel hasn't even had not one shark movie, not a Sharknado, no Sharktopolis, no six-headed shark attack, no Shark Monster versus Beowulf or whatever the hell. Right. I mean, they've had any kind of cheesy shark movie marathon. Even the MLB Network had a Shark Week thing with baseball and sharks. Sci-Fi Channel gave me absolutely nothing. Zero, nada.
Stop. Tell me about the MLB Shark
MLB Network. MLB Network has a show called MLB Central, and they're live every morning at 10 a.m. And the minute Shark Week started on Monday, because that's when the show is Monday through Friday on the MLB Network, they had the Shark Week graphics, Discovery graphics. They had sharks with bats and baseballs and guys and you know, baseball players wearing shark T-shirts and Jaws logos. And the show was pretty cool, you know. I'm like, that's how you get into the spirit. So I got amped up. So that just made me hype. You know, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm ready for this. And then I go to Sci-Fi, and then I turn on Sci-Fi, and they're showing Futurama. I'm like, get the hell out of here.
You know what they're showing today on Sci-Fi? They have a marathon of Lake Placid.
Then
when that's over, they have a marathon of Rush Hour movies.
Rush Hour. What the fuck is Rush Hour do? I don't want to see Jackie Chan on Sci-Fi Network.
Well, I don't want to see Jackie Chan on the Sci-Fi Network unless he's in the sci-fi or horror movie.
I want to see Chris Tucker. Period. You know, that guy's voice annoys me. I want to see some fucking cheesy shark movies. I want to see Zombie Shark. I want to see Santa Shark. I want to see shit like that.
Now, here's my theory. My theory is that that Deep Blue Sea 3 was produced by Sci-Fi Network in part, and they're pushing it hard digitally. And I think that's where the lack of sci-fi shark movies is. I think they want people to want to see cheesy shark movies, and they want them to go to places like, Vudu and Amazon Prime and things like that, and to go ahead and buy that movie, since it, they couldn't even. I mean, that movie wasn't going to be released into theaters anyway.
No, it'd be lucky if it made a video on demand.
Well, I mean, but that's exactly what it is. I mean, that's what they're doing, is they're pushing the digital sale of it.
Right.
I mean, it wasn't bad. I thought it was okay. I kind of liked it. It's kind of cool, because it had just it had just the right amount of bad acting, had just the right amount of good acting, and then it had just the right amount of cheese. It was all right.
Quick shout out to YYH in the chat room.
Y2H2, what's going on?
WYWH.
You're not familiar with shark movies? Why? What's wrong with you? You never watched Jaws? You never watched Deep Blue Sea? You never watched Shark Night 3D?
Shark Night.
Meg?
Now, that Deep Blue Sea is kind of it kind of gets forgotten now, in with all the bad shark movies that came along after it. But that at the time, it set the record for rated R, a rated R movie opening.
It's awesome, man. That's such a good movie. You got Thomas Jane, you got Samuel L. Jackson, and then you're like in the middle of monologuing, gets bit in half. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And of course, you got LL Cool J and the Parrot. I mean, how you living? Come on, that's good stuff.
What's the red haired guy's name? David. That's not Bill Burr, but he's the other one.
No. Michael Rappaport.
That's it. Michael Rappaport, yeah.
And you got Janice Soprano in there. Come on, come on, man. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. I love Deep Blue Sea. I mean, there was no Deep Blue Sea. I didn't even see the worst shark movie of all time, Jaws the Revenge. I mean, there was none of that. I mean, I want to see a week of nothing but marathon cheese shark movies. I mean, come on, that's what it's all about.
They may run it on a different week just to not compete with.
It's a Deep Blue Sea 3
Shark Week.
Yeah.
Because that
was the whole point of Shark Week, though. Every channel was running something shark. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but Pedro, didn't National Geographic do their shark stuff last week or the week before?
National Geographic is doing 5 weeks of Shark Fest. So like it went from, they had 2 weeks or so on the National Geographic, and now it's on National Geographic Wild. Because I can put that on, and let's see what they got right now.
I don't have one.
They've got United Sharks of America.
Of America, yeah. Hold on. Exploring shark behavior and the wide variety of species that thrive along the coastal United States to discover when beachgoers may be most vulnerable to a shark attack.
When they're in the water.
YYH said, we don't have them here. I only know Jaws and Meg. We don't have sci-fi here, yeah.
You know the Sci-Fi Network? It's okay.
I remember telling somebody they showed a picture of their young child, it was about 4 or 5 in the ocean, and I'm like, yeah, watch out, they're like, I'm like, watch out for sharks, and they're like, oh, it's okay, he doesn't go out very far, and I'm like, most shark attacks happen in less than 3 feet of water.
Yeah, exactly.
But he's not out very far, and I'm like, Less than 3 feet of water.
I don't have the time nor the crayons to sit here and explain this to you. Okay, I mean, come on.
I'm like, can you not comprehend that means, pretty much, if the water is shallow enough for them to be in, they can grab your kid.
I'm looking at Voodoo. I'm trying to see what free movies they have with ads that involve sharks.
Oh, Voodoo and there's also Tubi has a lot of good shark movies.
Right. I always forget about Tubi, but Tubi.
I do too.
Look, free with ads. You got Shark Lake, Mega Shark versus Mecha Shark.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
Shark Killer, Shark Drive, Mega Shark versus Crocosaurus.
Yeah.
Mega Shark. I'm sorry. Mega Shark versus Colossus. I never.
Yes. Yes. I saw that. Yes.
Mega Shark versus Giant Octopus.
Yeah.
Yep.
Seen that.
Zeus.
Raging Sharks.
Oh, Open Water
Shark
3 is also
Shark Man.
3 is
on
there too.
Which is the movie where the shark jumps out of the water and it bites the 747 in half?
Oh, God.
That was awesome. This big shark flies like 10,000 feet in the air and bites a 747 in half. That shit was hot.
That was a Mega Shark movie, maybe?
Yeah. I know it was versus the octopus or the alligator shark or whatever. It was versus somebody.
Yeah.
You can get a lot of seasons of Shark on Voodoo.
And there's no cheesy Rob Van Dam shark movies either. No 3-headed shark attack, 5-headed shark attack,
Hopefully they'll be doing something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's like, it's not the same.
No, man. That was the whole point. The whole point to watch the cheesy shark shit during the day, and then you watch the good shark stuff from Shark Week on Discovery at night. You know?
I personally, I have an issue with all the celebrity shit on Shark Week. I know they've been ramping it up for a few years now, but the Mike Tyson one was fine. Was one of the better ones they've done, to be honest. But like the Adam Devine one drove me up the wall. The one with Will Smith, the one Will Smith drove me up the wall. Then they had a thing with just like Snoop Dogg just narrating about sharks or some shit. I was like,
I want to see Snoop Dogg get a great white high. That's entertainment.
I'm gonna be one dead ass fucking Snoop Dogg.
I want to see a shark eat Snoop Dogg
they can
CGI
it. They can CGI it.
Because the shark ate Snoop Dogg, all of a sudden the fucking shark is high as shit. You can't swim straight. It's like flapping in the water. It's all disoriented, smiling.
You are now like pitching like a sci-fi movie.
I know.
Why not?
There's people at Netflix that are going, you know what?
I gotta get the IP.
They're like, it's a good thing they didn't come up with a catchy name for this yet.
I know, right?
We're gonna have a meeting next week with Netflix.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
There's a shark that smokes Snoop Dogg and gets hot. Don't go into the water because you'll float with the shark.
We're gonna have Jack Black. Is that annoying Rastafarian fake ass fucking character from I Know What You Did Last Summer too?
Brutal.
Oh my God!
In the first 5 minutes.
That's horrible. I'm gonna rewatch Deep Blue Sea 3 again. I like that movie. It's all right. It's not bad. It's okay. Yeah. I was expecting. It's way better than Part 2. So.
Part 2 was just so forgettable.
Oh, it's atrocious. It's horrible.
But I have Orca on my Voodoo.
Orca's a great movie.
I haven't seen it since I was a kid.
Yeah. I love Richard Harris was awesome in that movie. And Bo Derek gets a leg bit off. That's
Spoiler
awesome.
alert. It's only it's
Yeah.
a
Well, I mean, yeah, it's only like a 40-year-old movie, so if you haven't seen it yet, tough shit.
But and the movie starts out the orca kills a great white.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's right.
that's
yeah.
right.
Yeah. So it was like a jab at Jaws,
Yeah.
And so many people have thought that was like comical. It's like, oh, you're just trying to piggyback off of Jaws. It's like, nope, they really would. They're gonna rip open the great white and eat the liver, and then let the carcass get washed ashore.
Yeah.
Hmm. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah. So
Yeah, Orca's a good movie.
maybe to be a little bit better, binging it tomorrow. So
I hope. I mean, I used to like putting on sci-fi during Shark Week, and they had all the cheesy shark movies. And you know what? That'd be the background noise for my day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And now it's like like brutal. I got Lake Placid 3. I don't want to see fucking alligators. I want to see sharks.
There's like another new alligator movie out.
Oh,
Another one?
Yeah.
And they just put one out about the one in Florida.
they had some alligator movie last year, but I don't remember what it was about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the one that the
Blackwater.
Your Blackwater Abyss is the new one?
Yeah.
I never ever heard that.
Yeah. I don't think anybody we know is in it.
It's starring Chet Lester and Silver Sky.
Luke Mitchell, Jessica McNamee, and Molly Golden. Yeah.
Molly Golden.
Vanessa Stripper Pole.
Vanessa Stripper Pole. No.
Oh, man. So like this, though, the Shark Week has been better than the wrestling that's been on this week.
Well,
Well, I'm trying to think what happened. Though I'm trying to think what happened in wrestling this week.
NXT was decent. NXT wasn't bad. Everything else was like brutal. I can't even watch SmackDown.
I think because of the whole computer death thing on Wednesday, I watched NXT, but I wasn't paying that much attention. Remind me what all happened on NXT this week.
Well, it's the only thing that's worth repeating is Undisputed Era that actually came out and they just beat the shit out of Drake Maverick and some other guy in a match, and Adam Cole just cut this promo on fucking Pat McAdoosh. And let's see what else. Swerve Scott actually came in and like he could.
Yeah. The Legado del Fantasma.
He chased off him. So apparently that's going to be a program. Thankfully, smart booking.
Phantasma comes off like such a huge star when he's out there, and he makes
it's a great gimmick. This whole thing is well done.
The suits, that robe he wears out to the ring, the way he carries the cruiserweight belt, it makes the belt seem important.
And the way he still uses the Phantasma name, it's hot. It's all hot. Yeah. It's all hot. Other than that, it was all right,
Well, anything? I'm trying to remember. Was there a women's match? There was at least two, wasn't there? There was a tag one. I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, there was a tag one.
Shotzi and Tegan versus Mercedes and Aaliyah.
Yeah, I like Mercedes Martinez. She's brutal.
Yeah. What was the other one? I feel like there was another one.
Wasn't it Rhea Ripley? Oh no, somebody. It was somebody.
Hey, Luis is in the chat room. Hey,
Luis.
Hey, Luis, what's going on, buddy?
I saw the GIF of Keith Lee seeing the TV ratings.
Oh
I
yeah,
haven't seen
thank
the
you
GIF.
for reminding me. Yeah, the whole thing with the fireball from him and the contract signing, and
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Okay.
him and carrying across, and then a fire flash paper, and then blinded Keith, and he's going crazy. Oh, I can't see, blah blah blah. And, I can't see the Shark Week. What's going on? I gotta watch
Can't
Discovery,
see
and I'm
the
blind.
Shark Week.
Horrible.
I can't see
But it was all right. It was all right. It was okay. NXT was all right.
Let me see. I thought Bailey Asuka on Raw was good. It wasn't as good as their other match a few weeks ago, but it was still good.
How's that going to work? She's going to fight. So Asuka's going to fight both Asuka and Bailey at the pay-per-view?
I don't know what they're going to do. I suspect they're going to end up three-weighing it, but who knows what they'll actually do, because I can't see them giving the the women like two full like title matches like with involving the same person.
Yeah.
And it not being like either Charlotte or Becky. If it was Charlotte or Becky, I could see them doing that, but
I don't know.
Oh, we didn't mention the most controversial thing from NXT.
What?
Velvet.
Maybe that controversial. Oh, that's right. He came back and turned heel. And the minute he turned heel, a guy complained about him again.
Just him being on TV was the controversy.
Yeah, just him being on TV, still doing the little raunchy gimmick, and then he turns heel. That's kind of hot. And then, like an hour later, after NXT goes off the air, another allegation pops up. That's fucking awesome.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Another allegation popped up about 2 hours after finish airing. Yeah.
Damn.
Oh, wow.
So either somebody has it in for him, or because that's like too convenient for me,
Or he's just
he's just that stupid. Yeah.
It could be that he's just really dumb.
I mean, that's
Yeah, Velveteen Dream showed up on TV. I was like, whoa, really? And then he turned heel. I'm like, okay, well, it kind of fits what's been going on in the news with him. Okay, so that's kind of like, okay. I saw a heel turn. Everybody's like, oh, this is shocking. Not really, but okay. And then like 2 hours later, after NXT goes off the air, I'm like reading my feed and like new allegations against the man known as Velveteen Dream.
It's like, did you see that there's like a highlight video floating around now of how nice and good that Vince McMahon has been to people over the years, and these tear-jerky moments he's had.
But that's like fucking forced.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, I'm like, I get, it's like, when if you're not going to look at this man's career objectively and you just want to see the good things that he's done, yeah, it makes a nice 4-minute video. Yeah. But that doesn't erase the other shitty things that's going on underneath his fucking ownership.
Since the 80s. He was doing bad shit since the 80s.
The 70s. I mean,
yeah, Louis, I totally agree with you. If there was a crowd in the NXT, I wonder what kind of reaction Velveteen Dream would have gotten. Yeah, good point. I agree.
I don't think anyone should be having crowds right now. No one should be having
crowds. No. But now I hear that WWE's trying to do a crowd for fucking SummerSlam.
Oh my god.
I don't know how they're gonna do it. They're gonna do virtual crowd or whatever. I don't know how they're gonna do it.
There was a fan got into the last AEW show tapings, and
really?
that caused a lot of uproar about how that person may have I mean, they said it was through a non-wrestling contact or whatever, and I don't care how it came about. But there were other, wrestling fans there as well.
Yeah.
And it just, I don't know, it just doesn't seem that smart to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just thinking about.
Now you got me thinking how Vince McMahon is a douche, Zeus. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Pedro.
Oh, I was just thinking about what's going on in Japan. They've had crowds for New Japan and Stardom and Tokyo Joshi Pro and other promotions, and now like first you had there's a promotion called Wave in Japan. It's a Joshi promotion. They had 2 wrestlers with COVID, and so they're had to cancel a bunch of shows. Then you have now both Stardom and Tokyo Joshi Pro have wrestlers with COVID, and they're canceling shows. And these are promotions that have already had shows with people.
Mm.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't understand how.
New Japan had some kind of scare, but they tested negative, right, Zeus?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, it just...
I don't know why people are trying to force it. Wait. I mean, you wait. I understand.
Money.
I understand with the economy. I understand the money, but you can't replace money. You can't replace human life.
Right.
You can always make money. You can never make it, it's not, God forbid, there's an outbreak in the wrestling. Let's say New Japan has an outbreak of COVID within the locker room. I mean, God forbid. You lose life.
Yeah.
Okay? All these wrestlers who are up there in age, Suzuki, Ishii, etc., who are up there in age and are more susceptible, they could possibly, pass away from something like this. And you would never want to put any of your talent in danger over money.
Yeah.
If you want to book the great big match with Suzuki and Yuji Nagata, you can't do it if they die from COVID.
Luis, don't go to that expo.
Yeah, don't do it, Luis. Safety first. Like I said, safety first, man. Yeah, there'll always be another wrestling expo. There'll always be another convention. There'll always be another show down the line. There'll always be another. Always be. That's all.
It's just, I mean, James, you had your little health scare and couldn't come to WrestleCade.
I couldn't come to WrestleCade.
You could have tried, but it would have been you could have died too.
Yeah, I could have died in front of fucking, like the Dawson boys, and I would have been upset,
Oh my God.
Yeah, especially in front of the Dawsons. I mean,
I'm telling you, he sold the heart punch from outside the ring.
They did an air heart punch, and that's right.
An air heart punch, and I died. I died. Zeus caught me. He's dead, Jim.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but you're right, Zeus. I could have jumped on a plane and went to WrestleCade. It would have been, I would have been stupid and do so because God forbid I would have died on the plane or en route,
or anywhere.
Anywhere, yeah, exactly.
There's no good place to die.
No, exactly. And so, you got to put safety first, man. And, am I upset about missing WrestleCade? Of course I am. Did it piss me off? I stood offline for like an entire week. I didn't go on Twitter or anything. I was upset. But, I'm glad I didn't go, because I'm here today to make sure that after all this COVID shit ends, then maybe I can go to another WrestleCade.
Right.
So and now as I sit here, I am looking at a whole bunch of signatures. Thanks to the God of Thunder. Hello, Baby Doll. Hello, Blue Monday. Hello, Mudo. To James, we miss you. Thank you, Baby Doll. I miss you too, you savage whore. So it's awesome.
Damn.
So, safety first, man. Safety first.
Yeah.
There'll always be another.
Would you guys attend a drive-in show?
I would.
Drive-in show? Yeah. If you didn't have to
I
get
would.
out of the car.
If I'm not getting out of my car, I would. I pick up my prescriptions down the drive-through. What's the difference?
Yeah.
So you just
Yeah.
have like the windows down, and you just kind of.
I have a mask. I have a glove. I have a
Why would you-
mask. I have a gloves,
No,
and that's
I'm
it. Yeah.
talking about the drive-in show. Like, so you have a wrestling ring, and you just pull up, and you just watch from like your car window.
Sure. Why not?
Yeah, why not?
It wasn't AAA going to try something like that? They were going to call it like Auto Lucha.
Oh, what a lucha! Well, let's call it heels.
And in Houston, there's a news story in the past 2 weeks or so. In Houston, there some strip bar was trying something where the cars could come in and they would like to pick up food, but while they're picking up food, they could watch girls dance from like their car.
Okay.
I don't remember the name of the business that was doing this, but it was in the news in Houston.
Okie dokie, here we go. But no, I would attend the drive-in show, sure.
Yeah.
If I didn't have to get out of my car, absolutely.
That'd be
I'll beep the horn. I beep the horn at the heels.
Oh yeah, that's okay. Yeah, that's how you
Yeah.
pop or whatever.
Yeah.
You press the car horn. Okay.
Yeah. They roll down the window, like a bitch out some guy,
And you could broadcast commentary over the AM radio.
Yeah. There you go, Zeus. There you go.
Like a drive-in theater. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Have Vampiro yelling in your car, play my music. Yeah.
Actually, that would be a great thing to do. Is you have wrestling at a drive-in, and then you have the cameraman throwing the footage up on the
big screen.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's hot, man. That's hot. That's good idea. Yeah, Lewis, you started a revolution.
Okay.
Drive-in wrestling. Drive-in lucha.
Well, that Game Changer Wrestling has done it in the past month or two.
Really?
A few other promotions have tried it as well, and then AAA announced it in the last month or so. That's a
big fucking shark, Jesus.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. Holy shit.
Yeah.
This was that thing where they're just showing like clips from past eras.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at the size of that thing.
Yeah.
And
Jesus.
that's the thing is, for the last, since they've started doing this, everybody wants to keep finding, these giant, mega sharks. It's like, oh yeah, we want to, it's like we want to prove to the world that the great whites get, longer than 16, 18 feet, like, we see, most commonly in the big adults. It's like, why?
Yeah, exactly. But look at the size of this thing, Zeus. I haven't seen anything that scary since Zero's mom.
Oh.
That thing is huge. Woof.
Oh my God.
But yeah, I mean, it's like, stop trying to find the biggest shark.
Yeah.
Just celebrate the sharks you find. Like they're.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
That's a big beast.
I mean, there's people that there's that they're like they got an Instagram page, I think, that's really successful. That they got a woman in a wetsuit that snorkels with these great big ass sharks, and they and I'm just like, all it's going to take is one shark, just turning and snapping at her, and it's like her arm's going to be gone.
Yeah.
Or,
I can't get it. I go to the beach. I see a crab. I run the other way. How the hell these people swim with sharks?
I think I've said in one of the past shark episodes we've done, fishing like off piers, like in Galveston and stuff like that. And like you would see people catch sharks where everyone is swimming. So it's like, yeah, I mean, they're just always around. They're everywhere. So.
Yeah, but I mean, I think James means, how do you purposely go into the water with nothing at all and try to swim alongside a 20-foot long shark as long as you can. I mean, that's
Yeah.
Like the guy would the guy was trying to take a DNA sample from a 20-foot hammerhead. I mean, this thing was a huge beast, and I'm like, you got to be shitting me.
Yeah.
He could just snap, just to be, like, don't fuck with me, and he could like eat a limb, just, and I'm like, he's poking at this thing, and I'm like, you're crazy. I'm like, why would you do something like that? I mean, come on.
Oh, what was they had a thing about Makos this week. I can't remember what the title of it was.
It's like a child, it's like a child with a stick trying to poke Zeus. Like, what's wrong with you? You're gonna get eaten.
You're gonna get struck by thunder.
Yeah, you're gonna get struck by thunder. Shazam!
Are you talking about where they had like the decoy that looked like a swordfish?
It might be they had a new show about Makos this week. I don't.
Yeah.
I didn't see that one. I didn't see that one.
The footage was cool, but I don't remember everything about it now because so much of my week was consumed by the computer issues. I didn't. I don't recall everything.
Yeah, I saw.
I gotta peep that one out.
A swordfish decoy.
Oh, okay.
I believe that's
Mako sharks. Okay, I gotta look for it.
Mako sharks are super cool looking.
Yeah,
they're really fast and they just look so cool. Like
they got the white eyes and the teeth. Yeah. Ninja sharks, 6 deadly sharks exploit prey with specialized adaptations that make them most fearsome predators on the planet. I gotta check that out.
That's that's what the deep blue sea sharks were Makos.
Right.
Not great white.
Well, here you go, Zeus. Legend of Deep Blue. Shark experts head to Guadalupe Island and search for Deep Blue. She's believed to be the largest great white shark, nearly 22 feet. And 22 feet? Weigh more than 2 tons. What are you on crack? Why would you look for that?
Well, they want to swim with it.
Yeah. I don't even swim with the dolphins, and I live in fucking Florida. Hell no. What's wrong with you?
Well, they say, like, when they talk about free divers, there's people that just like to go, depth diving, on those, like they take a weighted sled, and run it down a cable and try to dive as deep as they possibly can. They say people like that literally do have a death wish.
I don't even like a rubber ducky in my own pool. What the hell's wrong with these people?
Louis, so what did Tyson end up doing with the shark? Eventually, what they got him to do was to put them to sleep. That thing where you do that deal with the shark, and they kind of
the tonic immobility.
Yeah. Actually, listen to earlier in the podcast because we did a quick thing over it about Mike Tyson and the shark.
Yeah.
He was gonna throw up in his mask. That was brutal.
This sounds like the start of a song, Mike Tyson and the Shark.
Mike Tyson and the shark. He's gonna punch one shark out. The other shark's gonna get high from Snoop Dogg, and then we're gonna have a party.
Oh my God!
Yeah, and then Will Smith's gonna jump in the shark and say, "This is Men in Black," and then he's gonna put the little thing with the shark.
I was gonna say, you remember he wrote that song. I really think I can beat Mike Tyson.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah. Brutal.
That was like his first hit, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's a old song.
Parents Just Don't Understand was his first hit, I believe.
Was that his first one? Okay.
Whatever his name was, the DJ Jazzy Jeff and the
DJ Jazzy Jeff's an incredible DJ. He's amazing.
Uncle Phil.
Oh, did y'all see this news bit this week that Will Smith is doing is going to do help produce a dramatic remake of the Fresh Prince?
Fresh Prince. Yeah, I heard that, and I was like, yeah.
So last year,
you can't you just can't leave enough alone.
Okay, last year someone produced their own like trailer. All they made was a trailer. They made a trailer, and it was supposed to be like a dramatic, a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and they just called it Bel-Air. And Will Smith saw the trailer, and he got in touch with the people who did it, and now they're working together to actually make a show of it. But I saw the trailer. First off, if you haven't seen the trailer is super loud, so be prepared for it to be very loud. And then, I found it unintentionally funny because the things they're referencing from the actual show, but they're trying to do it dramatically. I just, found it funny. But
I want, but it's enough already. I mean, it was a good show, but let it die. It was 20 years ago. Just leave it be,
It was 30 years ago.
Yeah, Zeus, thank you. 30 years ago. Just leave it be. It's like, bad remakes, all I gotta say is Total Recall. Okay?
Ugh.
Did you see that remake with fucking Colin? That was horrible.
It's just like his terrible remake of Fright Night.
Yeah, well, yeah, man. You just messed up a fucking cult classic. He didn't even do the thing right. Welcome to Fright Night. He didn't even do it right. It's just, you suck, It's just all cash grabs. Just leave it alone.
Did we forget that one in what was our episode? Trash the sequels.
Boot the reboot.
Yeah.
Something like that. With
I'm sure we forgot a lot of stuff.
Professor Gringo, Casey. Getting all the names mixed up right now. Lucha Gringo, Professor Casey. From the MMM show.
They're doing a documentary on Vampiro.
What?
I've not watched the new MMM show this week, but
I'm behind myself, but they are always worth watching.
Yeah, definitely.
They're always killing it.
Mm-hmm.
I actually saw a good bit of almost called it TNA Impact this week.
How was that?
Well,
huh?
I'm gonna be honest. There was a match between Jordan Grace and Kimberly, and that match wasn't that bad, to be honest. It was a fairly decent match.
Oh, that's good.
There was a match between Eric Young and Willie Mack. It was all right, but then it had like a dumb finish, and then there's Kiera Hogan and Tasha Steelz versus Nevaeh and Jessica Havoc, and that was, it was all right.
See, I love Willie Mack, but I can't I can't watch him on TNA. I can't.
I have my big issue with Impact. Okay, my big issue.
Yeah, Impact. I'm sorry, I keep saying TNA.
I call it this. It's interchangeable for me at this point. My big issue is the production values are so bad. It's like so much of it is like cell phone shot footage is what it looks like. I'm not saying it is, but it's what it looks like. It's cell phone shot footage. And also the other big issue is the acting. Like so much of the show is vignettes and stuff. You have a little bit of wrestling, and then you have tons of like segments and vignettes. And they're trying to do, Lucha Underground style vignettes throughout the show. And they have this whole wrestle house thing going on where some of them are magically stuck in this house and no one can move.
Oh yeah, it's supposed to be like Big Brother, right? Something like that.
And the acting is so bad. Everyone is so wooden. And I know someone may say, "Oh, that's the point," but it irritates me for some reason. Like it's the production values are so low, and then the acting is just so wooden. But that Jordan Grace Kimberly match was pretty decent.
I think Jordan Grace is pretty damn good. I mean, for a powerhouse type of wrestler. I mean, I really enjoyed that match at WrestleCade. That that 4-way match of her and Sue Young and Rosemary and Taya. I mean, that was a lot of fun.
I'd like to see Jordan Grace go up against Nia Jax. That'd be it.
No, I don't know. I wouldn't want anyone going up against Nia Jax at the moment. Yeah, if you want to see them get hurt, yeah, then sure.
Did you see that confrontation between Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler? That was brutal. I mean, they looked like they were forcing themselves not to hit each other.
Oh, I did
I'm like,
watch the.
oh,
I did watch the. Speaking of Baszler, I did watch the Raw Underground.
Oh
oh, she
yeah,
was in it,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, and she fought a bunch of girls out of the crowd and beat them up. That the only issue I really had with that whole thing was that they had like 87 camera cuts.
it was
Right.
MTV style footing. You know?
Yeah, I mean it was really it was like it was just almost like it was frantically, like somebody like there was a kid playing with the fucking switches in the production truck. You know?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I didn't think about this. We are getting WWE's version of that MTV show, Wrestle Society X.
Yeah, yeah. I
We are
like
getting
Wrestle Society X. I
I
still got the
know.
DVD. I still got season 1.
It's interesting. You take Wrestle Society X, then you take sort of that Lucha Libre USA thing MTV did later, and then
Yeah.
you put them together. You kind of get thematic
Well,
to Lucha Underground.
hey, if you watch Wrestle Society X, it's a precursor to Lucha
Yeah,
Underground.
it
That's what it
is.
is.
It is. Yeah. I mean,
It's shot in the warehouse. Everything is grungy and grimy. There are no ropes or barricades.
Vampiro.
Vampiro.
No,
You
no
have,
Martez, Ricky
yeah,
Van.
yeah, yeah. You got all those guys there. They got bands playing. It's fucking, it's the same shit.
Yeah. Jack Evans.
Jack Evans is in it. That classic. I love them. So yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah, somebody said that I don't know if I mentioned it last week, but somebody said that Raw Underground is very similar to
Chikara.
yeah. So
I won't be surprised if they rip off a little bit of it.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing original anymore, so
no.
Nothing's ever been original for a long time.
Yeah.
Rick Saber Jr. is very original. So
Rick Saber Jr. is awesome. He's better than his older brother Zach.
Oh, did y'all ever see back in the day? I say in the day, but it's less than 10 years ago, when Zack Sabre Jr. would do Noah. He used to do the junior heavyweight stuff in Noah. Did y'all?
No, I've never seen any of his Noah stuff. No.
Yeah, he used to be involved in their junior heavyweight stuff. And who's that one artist who did the book with stuff about the Tokyo Dome? Shining Wizard?
Yeah. It's Chris Charlton's brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had a thing about that, and I was like, oh, man, I had forgotten all about that stuff. But
I'm sorry, but Zeus draws the best Gumby. That's awesome.
Who was the wrestler that was like he's not a son of Kensuke Sasaki and Akira Hokuto, but they were treating him like a son. I can't think of his name. It's like Nakajima was his last name, I think.
Maybe.
I remember watching him and Zack Sabre Jr. having matches in Noah for the junior heavyweight stuff.
I'm just happy Ishii has a title. So
I haven't seen that stuff yet. The never open weight 6-man.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and so does Yoshihashi.
Yeah.
That made Okada cry.
Yeah.
His little buddy. If Okada is the skipper, then that's Gilligan.
That's Gilligan. Yeah.
It's truly 2020 year. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Impossible things happened this year, for bad and good.
I mean, maybe even the Great Wato wins the title this year.
Oh my God. He's put on some size.
Fucking wrestling promotions were smart. If they were smart and if they had their fucking heads, if they were paying attention and they did not have their heads stuck up their own asses, somebody would have signed Shark Boy on a week contract and have him wrestle all week during Shark Week.
That would be kind of cool.
Yeah, have him job to everybody. Have him job to right. Have him come out of the crowd as he's coming out of the water with a fin on his head. Have him job to everybody, but just use him like every day this week, Shark Week. You know, I mean, these people don't get it.
Who's Impact? Don't they have like a show after Impact on Access where they show old stuff?
Yeah.
They should. That should have been the thing this week. Like, I don't know what they actually did. They may have done that, and I don't know. But
I remember when Shark Boy was doing the Austin gimmick, and he had the vest on, and he was drinking clam juice. I was hot. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't see that.
Yeah, he was doing clam juice instead of beer. That shit was funny, man. I'm like, somebody should have signed Shark Week for a week contract. You know, just do it.
Well, and the thing is, though, is does that appeal to many other people than besides us?
True.
I mean, we love sharks and we love wrestling, but you know.
So Shark Tsuchiya should be like our idol every. Do y'all know Shark Tsuchiya?
No.
She was she wrestled in FMW. She was like, you know how you had Combat Toyota and you had Megumi Kudo and they had like the good matches. Shark was the one who had the horrible matches.
Nice.
Oh, I can't believe y'all don't remember. Y'all don't recall.
I gotta go back to my FMW tapes. I probably have her on there.
It's like legendary because her matches are so bad.
Well, all that FMW stuff I got is with a lot of shit with Mike Awesome and Tanaka, Sabu. Who's the other guy? Yeah, a whole bunch of Hayabusa. He was some Eddie Kingston.
Who was the guy who wore like the yellow singlet and had all those deep carvings in his head?
Was that the Mr. Tarzan Goto?
Yeah.
Tarzan Goto, yeah, Mr. Ganosuke, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was brutal.
Because it was him and it was Tarzan Goto and somebody else against Sabu and the Sheik in that flaming match that nearly burned down that entire stadium.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nearly
Tarzan Goto was brutal. He's savage.
Nearly engulfed them all in flames.
Mm-hmm. What's up, Black Bart? Yeah, I'm looking at that signature.
I still couldn't believe he thought he was a jobber. I was like,
Black Bart wasn't a jobber. Steve Lombardi was a jobber.
I'm like Bart. I'm like, no, not 1985. You were not a fucking jobber. You were one half of the Long Riders with Rob Bass and
Rob Bass,
heavyweight champion and shit. It's like
you were Florida tag team champions too, weren't they?
And probably Mid-Atlantic tag team champions too. I'm sure. I know they were Mid-Atlantic tag team champions.
Yeah, I think they were Mid-Atlantic Florida tag team champions. Yeah.
Florida is an underrated.
It was an underrated territory, but their shows were legendary, man. They had some good shows back in the day. A lot of Dusty Rhodes, a lot of Barry Windham, a lot of Kevin Sullivan, the Purple Haze.
Yeah,
all that shit.
I was watching a 6-hour YouTube video of Florida stuff, and it was from like 83, 84. It said, and they had Ron Bass being managed by J.J. Dillon, who was, and he was after Dusty Rhodes. He actually went out to the farm okay, to it's like Blackjack Mulligan's farm in Florida, and Dusty's there riding on a horse, and J.J. Dillon pulls up, and he's running his mouth at the two of them by himself, okay, by himself, and Blackjack Mulligan pulls out a fucking rifle and fires off a couple of rounds up into the air, and JJ runs off. I'm like, holy shit, you couldn't do that shit now.
No, no way.
Yeah, Black Bart.
Florida wrestling was good.
Black Bart, 3-time NWA US Tag Team Champion out of Florida with Ron Bass.
There you go. Mm-hmm.
And Mid-Atlantic Tag Team Championship one time with Ron Bass.
Yeah, I mean the Long Riders, yeah.
Yeah.
There's good stuff back in the day, you know?
Back in the day.
Yeah.
Back in the day. And instead, and now what do we have? The stupid Jackson brothers.
Oh, okay, I know. Okay. It took me a little bit to
the not so young bucks.
Yeah.
You know the
Eat Jackson and shit Jackson.
the hair Jackson and losing his hair Jackson.
Yeah, there you go.
You know, when I was telling somebody else about that, you know, the shooting of the gun in 1983, and they were like, well, you couldn't do that, you know, you couldn't do that anymore. But didn't that didn't you know, Pillman had that gun in that
Live on the USA Network, he goes, fuck Austin. Yeah, you could fuck you, Austin, live. Yeah. And then he shoots the fucking gun live on live TV. I'm like, oh my God.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that really is some crazy shit right there.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, you can talk about, you know, you can talk about some stuff from the 80s being crazy, but man.
But that was some crazy shit, yeah.
Yeah.
Not only does he drop the F-bomb on live TV, but he fires a real gun.
Yeah.
I'm like, look at this shit. Yeah, but it's funny how you mentioned this. You can't get away with shit like that today. You know, you can be Blackjack Mulligan standing on your lawn with a shotgun or a rifle. That's not happening no more.
Well, I mean, you can't. You know, it's against the law. I mean, you can't shoot a gun in the air either.
No, exactly. You know, yeah.
I mean, that's. I mean, especially if you think about it in Florida.
Yeah.
How many planes you have flying around there? I mean, you might shoot down a drug dealer too, but I mean. I'm not talking shit about your state, James, but I'm talking shit.
No. It's all good. It's all good. I'm transplanted, so it's all right.
I was like, James be like, I'm not from Florida.
I'm not. I just live here. I'm not from here. I just live there. You know, I'm in the land of the because I remember when I first got here. And I had to, the old cable, you know, there's a brand new Time Warner facility now in the place where I live at, right? You know, it's really nice, up to date. But back when I first moved here, I had to go to the old one. And the old one was very far from me. And it was in this neighborhood where you saw nothing but Confederate flags, burnt, half charred crosses, homemade signs that said "Do not enter," and big, huge, bare-chested white guys with big bellies hanging on the front lawn with their fucking rifles. And I was like, I made the wrong turn somewhere. I got to get the hell out of this neighborhood fast. Yeah.
You may not enjoy Southeast Texas, James.
No, yeah, right. Hi, Blue Meanie. Okay. Yeah.
Blue Meanie.
What's up, NWO Sting? Yeah, but yeah, it's, you know, it's some shit, man. Some shit, craziness. But yeah, go ahead, man. Shit on my state. I love it.
They
Uh-huh.
yeah, we got
Yeah.
the never open weight 6-man tournament coming up, and just funny little thing that they were talking about that on Twitter, and um, they said that it was Doki and Suzuki and Desperado were going to be the entrant for Suzuki Gun, and I'm like, man, that's a hell of a team, and Kevin Kelly, he tweeted back, he's like, that they're my pick to be in the finals. And so I was like, well, while we're talking about Suzuki Gun, and I showed him the Rick Saber Jr. and Morchi, and he liked that, so that was kind of fun.
Good
And,
stuff. I got to catch up on my New Japan, yeah, because I still haven't seen the match where they won the 6-man. I still haven't seen that match.
I watched Shingo versus Desperado from July 25th.
How is that?
Yeah, that was a good match. I still haven't seen the main event of that show, which is Hiromu versus Evil, and then I haven't seen Yuji Nagata Suzuki from July 31st, right?
I could watch them I could watch them all day.
Yeah,
I can watch any Suzuki versus fucking Yuji Nagata all day long.
Has there been good things about that New Japan USA stuff? I haven't seen any of it.
I haven't seen any of it either. I can't tell you, Pedro. I haven't seen it.
They're all capable guys. There's no reason they shouldn't be putting on good matches.
I mean, they got Kenta. They got
Kenta versus Cobb is next.
Whoa!
Really?
Yeah.
Shoot,
that should be interesting. That should be actually very interesting.
Next week we should do like catch up.
Yeah, you know what? I think I need to catch up on New Japan, because this Shark Week is really fucking sci-fi pissed me off. So I'm waiting for shark movies that are not going to happen. Instead, I could be watching New Japan. But no, I'm waiting for Sharktopolis. Not happening.
Right?
Hey, come on! Come on, man! Who doesn't want to see Santa Shark? That was awesome, man! Remember that movie?
Yes, Santa Shark was awesome.
Well, it was awesome, right, Pedro? That was some good shit, man.
Like I told you guys, I mean, that's all those. There's like 5 or 6 shark movies. All those ones that we liked, they're all on one disc at Walmart in the $5 bin.
I gotta pick that shit up, man. I gotta get it. I gotta get it.
That may be its new home. It might be destined for the $3.74 area soon. By the time you get out there to get it, James,
yeah, I know. I don't get no 4K remastered versions.
No, because they didn't, film it in 4K.
They just filmed in fucking crayons.
Put it on Blu-ray, and we'll talk.
Yeah. I don't get a steelbook, no.
Yeah, it's a steelbook collection of.
It might be on Magenta Ray, it might.
Be Magenta Ray.
I couldn't afford a Hulk real color.
Oh shit! I love those movies, man. I can't get it off. I had a big argument. I had a big argument last debate. About all these shark movies with my brother's girl. And, she's like, I can't watch this. This is the worst. Look, the shark flew in the air. Sharks don't fly. I'm like, that's the point, you fool. Watch it. It's supposed to be tongue-in-cheek. You're supposed to watch the bad acting. You're supposed to appreciate the bad CGI, the cheesy effects. Come on.
Yeah, because these people know who they are.
Yeah.
They're
not take themselves serious, and then they're right.
They're not imagining that this is going to get them into a Martin Scorsese film.
Exactly.
They're just
to be. These aren't real actors. Like it's to be or oh shit. Come on. Come on. That's Shakespeare.
It's like that Iron Sky. What they've got the Nazis ran away to the moon, and they've got flying sharks, flying metal sharks and shit.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Now,
that's
see those guys who did that comic? Because instead of that wrestling planet, you should have had a shark planet. Then I would have been interested. You know what I'm saying? AWF versus Sharktopia.
There was some kind of shark. It wasn't like shark versus bear or something like they had some comic.
land shark versus something bear. Yeah.
Every time you say land shark, I think of the whole SNL kit.
Yeah. Candygram.
Yeah. Candygram. Land shark. That was awesome. That was awesome, man. I'm disappointed in sci-fi. Horrible.
Well,
I can't believe they're showing Lake Placid, a trilogy no less.
It's gonna be all right. Why are they showing them like out of order?
I know they're showing 3, 2, then 1. That makes no sense.
Well, maybe like I said, once again, it might be a deal, with
true.
with one of these companies. It's like, if you buy the bundle, you can watch them in order yourself.
Yeah, true. Because there's a sci-fi network owns a stake in Asylum Films. Asylum Films, the one that does all the cheesy movies.
Probably.
Yeah.
Or they may have relationships with the producers or something. Yeah,
that's a good point.
I saw somebody say this week when Raw Underground was on that Dario Cueto should come out.
Mm-hmm.
Ring the bell.
Ring the bell.
I'm like, that's not going to happen.
Imagine if it did. Brutal.
I've seen people suggest. I've seen AEW fans say like, "Oh, we need Dario Cueto here." Excuse me. Here, it's like, he's as an actor.
Yeah, and not to mention, completely owned by someone.
Yeah.
It's. I was like, it's.
They should do an insurance commercial. He's not coming on your TV show.
Right.
Or a bit part in a movie or TV show. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, he, it's just, he could probably, he could do it. I'm sure he could do it, but I'm sure that, he probably doesn't want the headache of, because people are going to expect him to be Dario.
Yeah, Dario Cueto, right. And he can't be because he doesn't own the IP.
Right. And so, yeah.
I think, this pandemic time and this time where like, I don't know. It's like every time I think Raw's about to get good, they fuck it up. Every time I think SmackDown's about to get good, they do something stupid.
The thing.
Every time I can't watch AEW, even though half the people I want to see are on there. I can't watch Impact because they destroyed the Mac. And like everything else sucks. The production value is like a 6-year-old with a candy, like a whole Sony Handycam. I mean, come on, man. What the fuck is that? A Fisher Price camera in the corner? I mean, how you living? I can't watch any of that. So I think we need another Lucha Underground.
I think wrestling right now is very much like kind of a grazing thing. You pick and choose what you want to snack on, and and there are going to be parts of the show that are going to suck, and then there are going to be parts of the show you want to see. Like in the WWE, the women have been delivering like a lot lately.
Yeah, that's been a saving grace, actually.
And there's that stuff, and then you have the bad stuff, and it's like, well, you don't watch that stuff, and then with Impact, maybe you watch the matches. Now you might watch the matches on silent because the commentary is so awful on Impact, but that's up to the person. But maybe you watch the matches, and then you don't watch the horribly produced vignettes.
It's not like there aren't good ideas floating around. I mean, I like the fact that Sonya Deville is with Miz and Morrison. That was brilliant. You know? Yeah, but then you do other stupid shit that just totally negates it. And I'm like, what are you doing?
What do you think about Sonya versus Mandy, hair versus hair?
Whatever. I don't care. I honestly don't care. Shave your fucking head. There's no big deal. This is 2020. What? Come on. No, who gives a shit? I can see if this was 1978 and you had, everybody had the Farrah Fawcett do. But it's not. I mean, all this shit's been done. I don't want to see hair versus hair. It does nothing for me.
I saw a picture of Mandy. She just cut her hair.
Yeah, it just doesn't do it for me. It's an old tired trope. That's it.
I still love Apuestas matches, but
yeah, but it does. I mean, it doesn't. Like in the world of of all this shock stuff, it's like we're all desensitized. Like, oh, you're gonna shave your head. It's like, why don't you put your damn boyfriend's briefcase on the line?
Yeah, do something like that. Yeah, there you go.
I mean, why don't you do something where really, it's like if Mandy wins, Otis keeps the briefcase. If Sonya wins, she gets the briefcase and a shot at any title in WWE she wants.
There you go, quality booking right here.
But because I mean, why does Otis even have it?
I'd like to see Sonya Deville take on AJ Styles with the Intercontinental strap. There you go.
Something.
Hey, speaking of AJ Styles, and since I've mentioned Impact a few times / TNA, you know who was on SmackDown last night?
Yeah, Abyss.
Yeah.
In his suit. Doing that stupid character? Oh.
Yeah, Joseph Park or whatever.
Yeah.
Are they calling the statistician or something?
Yeah, he was like the statistician.
Yeah.
Horrible. Yeah, horrible. And then Jeff Hardy comes. I'm like, oh, no. I don't want to see Jeff Hardy versus AJ Styles. I don't want to see Jeff Hardy anymore. I don't want to see Sheamus anymore. I just don't. I don't want to see Rey Mysterio Jr. anymore. I don't. I want up and coming young guys or the now guys, And if you're gonna have an older guy, like Randy Orton. His story is at least somewhat interesting. Have an older guy like that. I don't want to see Sheamus. He's been around for like 20 years. Nobody gives a shit. Okay, I don't care about Jeff Hardy's sobriety. Okay, I don't. I've been there. We've all seen it. I don't want to look at him no more. I'm tired of the stupid painted face.
I mean, I don't mind that the painted face thing. It's just that there's absolutely no excuse for, using his, real life substance.
Yeah,
problem.
Exactly. I mean, come on, man. Don't do stupid shit like that. I mean, come on, man. Guys, haven't you learned your lesson?
Yeah.
No, they haven't.
I mean, they did that shit with Charlotte Flair and her brother dying, which was so distasteful. They did the shit with Katie Vick. But fucking you have fucking Triple H fucking a corpse. I mean, come on, guys. I mean, that's not funny. Who sits around the room and go, "Oh yeah, that will work"? No. How about we make fun of Paul Bearer after he just died? You're gonna make fun of Paul Bearer? Really? Come on, man. You don't do shit like that. That's bad karma, man. Karma's going to fuck you. And not in a good way.
Yeah. So.
You don't do shit like that.
But yeah, I again, it's grazing. It's pick and choose.
I totally agree, Pedro. I totally agree.
Because to me, like when I have NXT on, I'm looking for Shane Strickland. I'm looking for Pablo Escobar. I'm looking for
Santos Escobar.
Yeah, whatever. I'm looking for Killer Cross.
Yeah.
So, I don't want to see Alvin and Simon in the Chipmunks.
Well, yeah.
But that was, So we have no idea what we're going to talk about next week.
Well, we said earlier, like catch up. James and I will try to catch up on the Nutripan stuff.
There's plenty more I need to watch too. So.
Oh, okay. I assumed
When was the last time we did a Nutripan episode? It's been a while, right?
Yeah. That's
It's been a while.
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely down with that, man. Because I so need to catch up. You know?
Maybe we'll get another We Are Stardom in this week too.
Yeah.
That's you guys.
The way James says that, like he's traumatized. That's you.
That's you. I just can't do it. I just can't get into it. I refuse. Can't.
But yeah, we'll see. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of stuff comes to a halt in Japan soon. So it could be easy to catch up in the near future. But hey, I want to thank everyone for watching. Thanks, Luis and YYH.
Double Y, double H. Thanks, Luis, for hanging out. And yes, I love the new mask with Shark Mask too. That was pretty awesome.
I hope everyone stays safe out there.
Wear a mask and wash your damn hands.
Anyone got anything to plug? You doing any podcasts anytime soon, Zeus?
No, I got nothing coming up, but I'll let you guys know. But everybody, make sure listen to the Way Too Real, to MMM show, Mid South Moments. Listen to Duke Loves Wrestling. All the people who have been nice to us. Please, if you're not already listening to them, check them out.
Yeah, I've been listening to the Duke Love Wrestling shit. It's all right, man. It's pretty good. I enjoy it.
Yeah. He knows his stuff. He's a good guy.
Yeah, he does. He does.
We should have him on sometime.
I'm totally down with that.
Him and I will see very differently on some of the women's stuff, but
I want to have Mrs. Zero on one day too.
Oh my God!
Haven't you been on Mrs. Zero enough?
Bang! There it is. Oh. I'm telling you, man. I got to roll around in flour and go for the wet spot. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, geez.
Dang it. And with that, we bid everyone goodbye.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Happy Chinooka.
We'll see y'all next week. How do you?
Yeah, man. We definitely should do something in Japan. Later, people. Oh, my God. We lost our damn minds.
Yes.